It was about 11 p.m. A medium-built man wearing one of those Hawaiian-looking flower button-up shirts appeared at the doorway. He asked me if I had any loose cigarettes to sell him. So I took out my pack of cigs and asked him how many he wanted. He said 5. I turned from him to open the stashed cash drawer and got out his change. When I turned back towards him, there was a pistol in his hand.
Fuck.
Before I could blink, he fired a fucking 9mm brass bullet straight through my chest. I flew back and fell with my ass against the floor. He lunged forward to get the cash register and started fumbling for it. His back was turned to me at this point as I got up to my feet behind him. I hadn't realized that I'd even been shot. I thought that he pushed me and put a shot into the air. So I picked him up by the bottom of his thighs and then slammed that fucking piece of shit into the floor and started fucking laying into his head with my right fist. My strength was draining pretty quick at this point and I focused everything I had in keeping the gun pointed away from me. He took his chance, jerked his right arm past my left in a seatbelt position over my back and brought it back, probably to shoot me in the back of the head, but instead he hit me in the back of the head from behind. I don't think he had a gun positioned correctly to pull the trigger anymore. So I reached back and as the butt landed on my head one more time, I had the barrel end of the firearm in my hand. Suddenly we were separated and I had the gun in my hands. By the time I got the gun position, he had the cash register under his arm, was already fucking off out the door. I lay in the door, steadied myself and let off 4 bursts. I managed to hit him once in the right buttock and he dropped like a sack of shit. He got up immediately without the register and sprinted like a fucking cheetah towards the highway. At this point, I was just glad that he was away from me. I knew I was in deep shit, so I ran towards the Sierra to drive my ass to hospital. I could barely feel my legs and knew instantly this was a shit idea. So I diverted, ran past the snack bar. The owners lived in a small railway house right next to it. Banged on the door, begged them to help me. The uncle from the snack bar made me sit up so that I don't drown in my own blood and did everything to keep me awake. At this point, I had now already shat myself, and I mean fucking diarrhea shat myself, and I knew this wasn't a good sign. They kind of dragged me into the ambulance, no fucking health and safety or stretchers required, just tossed my ass in the back and let's fuck off. We arrived at the local hospital minutes after departing. They opened me up down the centre of my chest, quick access, and sawed straight through my sternum. My rugby career was over due to the invasive surgery, but I walked out of hospital on my own feet. Moral of the story, don't work at a fucking petrol station. The guy that shot me was arrested in 2017 for 2 other murder charges. He bragged in prison of the boy he killed at the petrol station and how I begged for my life. He didn't realise I survived, and he received a life sentence for his evil doings, and he is where he belongs now.